So if you've applied for a green card, a visa, citizenship, or any other type of immigration benefit, you hope that the case gets processed within a reasonable period of time. But what happens if it doesn't? We've had clients who have gone to their visa interviews and then weeks go by, months go by. They just appear to be stuck. And when you get stuck, at first you don't really know what to do. You call them, you email them, you reach out to a congressional rep or a senator, you do all this stuff. But what happens when that doesn't work? At some point, you become so frustrated that you just go out and sue them. I believe that the fundamental problem is that the consulate has no motivation to complete the processing of visas within a specific time period. They don't care. They're not trying to do this. They're not. They're just waiting. They're just passively waiting. And they don't really care about the people who come for visas. They don't make it a priority. But what's important is that you don't have to put up with it. You can take action because you have the power to fight and get yourself approved. You don't have to keep waiting. What do you think about the delay in the next president? So, first of all, we can help you, but we wouldn't file a lawsuit in your case until 10 months have passed. So, God forbid you're still stuck 8 months from now. At that point, we could file a lawsuit to help you get delayed. Ali says, what do we do before the 10 months? You follow any instructions that they give you. You respond to any requests for documents or information that they give you. You make written inquiries as to the status of your case. You can do a lot. You can do a lot. But basically, it's a waiting game. So the lawsuits that we file to challenge delays are very successful. They work in most cases. Do they work every single time, 100% of the time in all cases? Do we get every case approved? No, we don't. Some cases don't work out, but most of them do. So how long can a case take? Most administrative processing delays are resolved within a couple of months. That's the way it is. Now, the way that we help people, it's very important to understand how we help people with delayed immigration cases. If we help people who are delayed, we do that by filing a lawsuit in federal court. And in that lawsuit, we sue USCIS, the State Department, the National Visa Center. We sue USCIS and many other related immigration agencies. The basis of the lawsuit is that there's been an unreasonable delay, right? The delay has been unreasonable. Now, how long does a case have to be pending before you can say it's unreasonable? We get people who contact us and say, oh, my case was put in administrative processing. And I said, well, when was your visa interview? And they said it was last month. Okay, 1 month is typically not an unreasonable delay. But what about 1 year? What about 2 years? At some point, it takes too long. And the only solution is to file a lawsuit. And that's where we come in, because the cost of waiting becomes too high. Waiting leads to more waiting. That's what happens. How long do we have to wait after you file suit in court? Well, how long it takes depends on a lot of factors. It depends on what kind of case you have. It depends on where you're located. It depends on many, many things. A lot of people, I would say, are going to get resolved within 6 months. You can solve a delay by trying to wait it out. But I've had people who've waited 5 or 6 years in administrative process, and it's pretty bad. So waiting doesn't solve your problem. I believe that fortune favors the brave. And if you take action and you file a lawsuit, you can get your delays resolved. I believe that One of the biggest obstacles to getting your immigration case approved is probably your lack of action. Get started. File your case. Don't dwell on, oh, it's going to take too long. Just get started. The sooner you start, the sooner it's going to happen.